Hey, hello. Welcome to part 6 of To Hell with the Ugly. So, last video we met the elusive Dr. Marcus Schutz, and we're going to try and break into his office. We're on his island. We gatecrashed a party that was thrown for the O series of clones. So let's see if we can figure a way into his office. Well now, the doctor's not at all how I thought he'd be. He's a crook. What do you mean? You were there. You saw he's just a rich old man with a hobby to match his fortune. We got a lot of wrong ideas about his plan, but having beautiful people everywhere, that's not such a bad thing. It's nothing more than artistic research. Well, forgive me, but Picasso there is going to end up in the cooler. Let's get on with the mission. I guess we'd better. Okay, what's next? We leave the party and we head discreetly for his office. I'm sure we'll find something to confirm that his artistic intentions are as innocent as you claim. Okay, as long as we can put an end to this business. Come on, let's find a way in. Well, Rock's kind of changed his tune there, because he seemed to think that having beautiful clones everywhere wasn't such a bad thing. And given that they kidnapped him and tried to steal his goods, you'd think he'd have stronger opinions about it. I don't really feel like dancing in this outfit. Can you call that an outfit? That's just a garland of red flowers. Oh, okay. We already spoke to them last time. Are you sure you want to split up? You'll be less noticeable alone than if we go together. And I've got my own methods of infiltration. Okay, if you insist. Trust me, the first one to find Schutz's office waits for the other. If Mike's special ways of infiltration involve grenades, we're really in the middle of nowhere. Looking a little bit constipated there, Rock. What is this walk? Okay, I can hide behind there if necessary. Or we remember this guy. Oh, I can't actually look at the picture. Oh yeah, when Schutz said he liked beautiful people, that's all the deco he's got. I guess I can understand that, even if I would never have believed I could think it just a few days ago. The first guy was our singer, I guess. She was one of the pin-up ladies. And our bodybuilder. Oh, it's Berenice. Oh no. Go. No. Quick. I love that she could see him and then suddenly he hid behind a pillar. Huh. Well, you've put that up crooked, haven't you? Okay, let's do that and then hide behind there. looks very vulnerable in his birthday suit. Oh, okay. There's Mike, and here's Schutz's off. Mike, how did you manage to get here so fast? Professional skills, Rock. I can't reveal them. Skills which, with hindsight, I don't recommend when you're schlepping around in the buff. I guess we all learn from our mistakes. Anyway, let's search this office and be done with this mission. Is this guy on that picture of that guy? Is he this politician? We found his office. Let's comb through all this, Bailey. We need evidence. Because the big bunch of dancing clones isn't enough. They won't fit in the chopper. And my gut tells me that Schutz is hiding even more. I'd sure like to know what. Take anything that looks suspicious. Letters, incriminating proof of a plan. The future of the United States is at stake. Looking for secret documents in the office of a millionaire who's operating secret clinics. I feel like a real agent. So we've got into his office, and now the evidence. Okay. According to the caption, it's the portrait of Schutz's first clone. The first successful one, I guess. Hey, that's strange. I've got the feeling there's something behind that painting. It's stuck. I need something slim to get behind it. First aid kit. I'll have to find something. I'm not sure the first aid kit's what we need. There might be something in the desk. Aha. Paper knife. I'll take it. Band-aids. The chances of getting into a scuffle here aren't exactly zero. I should probably take these band-aids with me. Let's check the pockets. There's nothing in his pockets. Shame. Oh, what can we... that's weird that you can look there, but there's nothing of any use. Why would they let you look under it if there wasn't anything that you could get? Seems odd, doesn't it? Okay. Back to the desk we go. Series W and X are stable, on track to reach maturity. NSTR. R64 got into unauthorized zones again. Probably picked up bad habits from C16. Work notes from Schutz's assistants. Nothing especially crazy. Who does this thing call? No sound. Everyone must be at the party. Good luck in the outside world. Vote Kaplan. A campaign button. Oh hey, they vote for Kaplan too. His fresh breath comes from this. Hey, you like the doctor a lot. I like hygiene, Mike. A mission statement. Bingo. You don't write a mission statement if you don't have a secret mission to give to your clones. Maybe it's some kind of memo to help the clones settle into their new lives. You applying to be Schutz's lawyer. It's a little worrying, isn't it? How much Rock seems to be making excuses for the doctor. There's a cassette tape marked for your arrival on the mainland. Music? Sometimes we get our mission orders like that in the FBI. It's easy to destroy and impossible to recover. I'd be surprised if the doctor had just recorded a pretty song or a simple message of support for his clones. A certificate of authenticity. I guess once they're on the mainland, the clones can prove their connection to Schutz with that. Series, number, function, name, date, signature. Brave New World, Aldous Huxley. Never heard of it, but with a title like that, it sounds like a lovely story. It's a very well-known book, Rock. The White House. A plan of the White House, with some instructions which prove it's not for going for tea. You can see that's shady, right? There might be a logical explanation. I'm all for the presumption of innocence, you know. Meanwhile, you need to read up on the concept of evidence, too. So what do we have? Oh, we did that already. Let's check our inventory. We've got a few new things. We've still got the first aid kit. Useful for cutting, scraping, unsticking. A map of the White House found in Schutz's office. Schutz has got big political ambitions. Certificate of authenticity of series found in a box. Without these documents, the clones probably find themselves hung up by the nostrils. Band-aids could be useful if things get rough. Okay. Let's check this portrait then. Who's this handsome lad? Great minds think alike. That is a handsome man. Do you know who he is? The very first cloned man, according to the caption. I wonder if he had any idea that after him things would go so far. Okay, let's find out what's behind this portrait. It's stuck. I need something slim to get behind it. Aha! This should interest you, Mike. Oh, show me that. It's a file with lots of reports on well-known people. Good Lord, those are the clones already in place on the mainland. By golly, there's a lot of them. And they're big shots too. Celebrities, high-ranking military, politicians. Count Gilbert's one? The Count Gilbert. And the new players for the Yale team. I knew those defeats were shady. Oh, his picture's changed again. Harvard's hasn't been playing on a level field since Schutz has infiltrated his babies in. This is fantastic, Rock. This is good solid proof you've dug up here. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading. I can't believe my childhood hero is one of Schutz's creations. I wanted to be like him. We've got some solid evidence together. If he doesn't get life with all this, I'll eat my hat. Kind of disappointed not to have found anything about my guy with the cigarette, personally. Oh yes, the cat who kidnapped you, right? Yeah, it's kind of his fault I got mixed up in all this after all. Don't worry, Rock. Help me bring down Schutz, and we'll bring down all the others with him, your guy with the gasper included. Right, we've got the evidence we need. Now we have to stop Schutz. Holy moly, this is beautiful. Schutz is going to get so much time. Even my kids won't be around to see him croak. Mike, do you think he really deserves it? Rock, you've seen it as much as I have. All those famous faces that he made and sent into the highest spheres of entertainment and government. Did he really do all of that? What if it turns out all those people are just, I don't know, inspirations? I can forgive a certain level of naivety, Rock, but we were still deployed by the FBI. They wouldn't dispatch us here if the government wasn't worried about Schutz's schemes. But if he's really got another motive than simply filling the world with beauty, what could it be? Becoming president of the United States. Oh, Mike's back in his other clothes. But any American citizen has the potential to become president of the United States. It's in the books. So why not him? At least we'd have some good-looking senators. You're going over to the enemy, Bailey. Remember those appearance defect signs? The stuff happening in the streets of Los Angeles. And all those people who got snatched. If they're all as screwed up as that Mary Jackson, Schutz can have them. And the operations? You remember the operations. But he said it was his secretaries who took advantage of the situation. He spilled about the Petrosians, didn't he? It's just not acceptable. We can't let a guy call the shots like that. Between him and all those corrupt politicians, tell me which is better, Mike. I mean, of course, there's the business of killing all the ugly people, but you and I, we're not in that category. You don't realise just how many people he'd have to wipe out, Bailey. It's terrifying. Maybe we could keep a dozen, as a reminder of the good old days. You realise at that point you'd have to be ugly to attract any attention. All the freaks will be smiling all over their faces, and we'll be the ones left playing with ourselves. Still, how does it help us? Look at me, a Greek god. But I stayed a virgin until I still stayed a virgin until I was 20. So his birthday happened apparently, and we didn't know about that. We don't have let our society fall. We don't have to let our society fall just because we're stupid, even if that society is even stupider. Hey, I don't completely agree with that logic. Firstly, I'm not stupid, I'm chaste. Second, the others, well, I don't care. Me too, only if I tell Frank that. He's going to yell at me for hours and make it clear to me that I'm a schmuck. Also, I plan to stay loyal to the secret agent's oath. Let's get out of here and make our report. I like this picture changing. I'm assuming it's a bug, but I like the thought that it's sort of work mic and then party mic. Two different mics, giving two different, well, not two different opinions, but two different parts of an opinion. And putting some pants back on would be nice too. Well, that's not very party mic of you. I'm getting pretty fed up of playing nudist. It makes running awkward. Lucky we haven't had to climb any trees. Alright, clothes back on. And there's Nunu. You were right, our clothes are here. And so's Nunu. I haven't missed you, buddy. That means we're at the meeting point. The team can't be very far away. All bears still in that pose. Dear friends, what sublime timing. Join us as we gird our loins to navigate to the shores of an Epicurean benefactor. I don't understand. Weren't we supposed to exfiltrate the island by chopper? What's this boat for? Gary, can you explain? I assure you, my presence on this boat bound for Admiral Count Gilbert's yacht is only prompted by my investigation, and absolutely not at all by the party they're having there. A party? With the Admiral from Schutz's labs? Have you lost your mind? Frank, don't tell me you've sanctioned this. Mike, calm down. The situation has developed. There's been a management reshuffle at the Bureau. Our orders have changed. Now they're asking us to cooperate with Marcus Schutz. What? And to celebrate the end of our mission, the Doctor and Count Gilbert have invited us to a little shindig in true Schutz spirit. Canapes and a few pretty pairs of gams, and you go running. What about your principles? And justice? We could have been wrong about Schutz and all this business, Mike. Or maybe not. In any case, neither you nor I are at the top of the pyramids of power. Those who get to decide what's progress and what's moral decay. The Doctor's won. Apparently, right now, serving Schutz is to serve the country. You okay, Mike? No, I'm not. My teammates have abandoned our mission for a promise of some cute tushies and a little caviar. It's like I'm the only one who's worried about the threat that Schutz represents. I guess I can see their point. If Schutz has already won, what can be gained from fighting on? Schutz has stood in a really awkward stance. Haven't you thought that maybe if the whole world's on the same wavelength, perhaps you're the one taking this too much to heart? Damn it. All of you are prepared to forget about the horrors just as soon as someone waves a nice little package under your nose. What about the evidence, Bailey? We can't give up. with everything we've got on him. Well, okay, Mike, I'm with you, if only because we're friends. I'd have preferred your conviction, but I guess that's asking too much. Are you leaving, Doctor? Yes, this is the exact date when I take my vacation every year, if you will excuse me. Don't even think about it. With all the everything we've got on you, you're going nowhere. Yet, I'm afraid my reservation will not wait. And what about your experiments, Doctor? Rest assured, I have everything I need. And your subjects? Are you going to leave them here? They'll stay here. They're accustomed to coping alone. I have some very capable people in the W series. Are Kaplan and Count Gilbert part of the W series too? Oh, that question seems important to you. But you know, besides Kaplan and Count Gilbert, there are a few others too. In fact, haven't you recently received new orders from your superiors in the FBI? Obviously, that's one of your dirty tricks. No, not a dirty trick. I just like handsome men and beautiful girls. I like you too. You'll come and work with me at the White House. But for now, I must leave you. Goodbye, Rocky. Goodbye, Bokansky. I'm telling you, you'll stay here and face justice. I'll drag you by force if I have to. Mike, you might be going a bit far there. Nunu's involved. Okay, fine. I'm saying nothing. Come now, Bokansky. Assault an old man, what a vulgar thought. I would have preferred it not come to this, but you forced me to fall back on indelicate solutions. Mr. Bailey, I believe you've already met my head of security. Good evening, gentlemen. You! I would have much preferred us to meet on Admiral Count Gilbert's boat, chatting over cocktails. But duty comes first. Okay, Mike, I wasn't all for this at first, but suddenly I'm feeling it in my gut. In that case, let's take care of him and then stop Schutz once and for all. I think not. Finally, now it's payback time. Are you still in a lather about that cigarette? You won't live long if you take everything so personally. Because drugging me so I can be milked like a cow isn't personal, huh? Not really, for starters. How was I to know you wouldn't cooperate? Usually guys like you don't make a fuss. If that was true, you'd have asked instead of kidnapping me. Oh, it's always the same old tune. The youth of today. You have all the luxury of time and leisure. Whereas me, I had a busy night. How long would it have taken me to convince you that I wasn't crazy, and that there was a real beauty waiting for nothing but you for a good time? The cigarette deal was faster. You see, it wasn't personal. It's just that I don't like doing overtime. Yeah, well, don't hold it against me when I sock you. That won't be personal either. It's a shame that we've come to this, Rock, but since you insist on behaving like a spoiled child, Z01, Z02, you're up, kids. Oh, came in out of unexpectedly there. Okay, we took a slight hit. Let's try the stun grenade. Not quite. just you and me now? Oh, I don't think so. I've got delicate bones and Z03 and Z04 at my command, so why bother? You filthy coward. We call it wisdom, kid. Since I have to intervene, here we go, a little bit of help. Oh no, the shields again. Mike's grenades can also break shields. His special attack can disable shields or harm every enemy on the first line. Oh dear. Excuse me while I have a drink. And apologies if you can hear my belly rumbling, even in the background. Right, we need to... Oh, okay, no. We need to heal rock when it's time. I got the shields at least. Right, let's heal. Lovely. What do we have? Let's kick this guy, I think. Oh, did that wrong, but we didn't get harmed, so that's okay. Right. I want Nunu to have a go. Oh, it's a shame it didn't knock her out completely. Let's do a kick. I must admit, you're resilient, Rock. It's good to see such fervour. But Schutz relies on me to not be caught unprepared. I won't give up. Not after everything. My honour's at stake. And potentially the face of the free world as we know it. Yeah, slight point there. Come on, Mr. Mustachio. I'm ready for you. R62. You're up, big boy. Oh, it's our friend from earlier. Oops. Oh my gosh. I missed both blocks there. Not very good, but let's heal. Oh, little Nunu. Okay. Let's try and stun grenade, shall we? Right, we also need to heal. Fix our quiff. Try a double punch. Oh, he's still stunned, excellent. Okay, stun grenade again. Oh, damn it. Maybe we should heal while we can. Oh no, it's Mike. Okay, so I can't stun grenade anymore. Let's use Nunu. Okay, we've got 7 more. Every time. Oh no, Rock. Oh shit. Oh dear, didn't do that very well, did I? Well, let's heal Mike, since we have the option. And the Nunu it is. I like that the music's kind of gone out because we were low on life. Oh, I admit I wasn't expecting that. Aha! So, nobody left to help you. Listen, Rock, we can talk about this. The doctor's got nothing against you, you know. We can figure out an arrangement together. A nice house on Santa Monica, a little donation that'll see you through until your retirement, or some not interested. So the fight's not over. thought we might need to do more than that. That's the kind of ending I like. Vengeance. Well, I managed to get a few achievements there because no one ever got knocked out in our battles. It's over, Mike. The doctor's gone. Rock. I just don't know what to do anymore. It's the end of everything. Relax, Mike. We may have lost, but it's not as bad as all that. He just wants to add a little beauty to the world. You really don't understand at all, do you? Don't you understand that if everyone is beautiful, then nobody is? That we're going to become the norm. No, worse, below the norm. That's the weakness of the system. You're not serious, are you? Oh, I've had enough. We bust our asses to build muscle, to be good looking, to be clean, to have breath that doesn't stink, to walk straight, keep our feet out of the way, to be well built and healthy. All that so those bombshells fresh out of the lab can filch all our privileges from right under our noses. All that effort to finally end up ugly. Yeah, it's the worst of all fates. Well, what a funny little story. In case it wasn't clear, that was the original novel was a kind of parody of the detective noir kind of style of story that was very popular at the time. But yeah, an interesting one nonetheless. I'm not sure if it makes me want to read the original novel or not. I did see a review of the game where someone said they felt the game was a really good adaptation of the novel, and that there was some scenes maybe in the original that they were glad weren't really included in the game. So nevertheless, it was quite fun. I like a story that's at least unusual, hasn't been done before. Music is great, and the art style was very enjoyable. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, well, consider playing it yourself. And also, please consider watching some of my other videos if you enjoyed this one. There are a couple of games coming up. That's funny. They did make it sound like that person was no longer alive, but he is alive and loved, so that's really the best anyone can hope for, I think. Yeah, if you've watched any of my other videos, you will maybe have seen a playthrough of The Fall of Porcupine, and that came out yesterday, 15th of June, which is when I recorded this. So I will be playing that soon and posting some videos of it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye and good night. Oh no, there's an epilogue. So we're back in the Zooty where it all began. Thanks everyone for coming to celebrate the release of my investigative article, The Editorial Sensation of the Year. The truth about the kidnapping cases that shook Los Angeles last summer, told via a fascinating adventure that brings together gangs, conspiracies, and the most beautiful glitterati of LA. With, what's more, a happy ending. After long weeks of writing, the special edition of the California Call is finally available everywhere. Hope you'll enjoy it. Woohoo! Bravo, Gary! a great job. Congratulations. Superb, Gary, as ever. Thank you all. And now, cheers. So there's no Sunday as far as I can see. Let's speak to Beryl and Mona. Oh no, Rock, scram, beat it. Yes, leave us in peace, please. Come on, girls, what's wrong with you? We heard about you and Sunday love, Rock. After all the efforts we've gone to please you, playing the fools who always do what you want, you pick someone else. Hey, calm down, girls. If memory serves, I don't owe you anything. That's right, and we don't owe you nothing either, Rock, and we've already wasted too much of our time on you. Forget him, Beryl. Let's go ask Gary to introduce us to his lovely new colleagues instead. And I thought we were friends, that you weren't among those harpies hankering over fresh meat. Really, Rock, did you think we stayed around for you for your conversation and fresh ideas? But, oh dear, that's told you, is Douglas. A stuck-up jade, the worst I've ever met. A traitor, a witch, that's what she is. Oh, hey, Rock, hi. You haven't heard from Sunday by any chance, have you? Was that her you were ranting about like that? She's been avoiding me for weeks, and now she's got that two-bit role. She's had the gall to tell the onset security not to let me in. The poor kid thinks she's become somebody, that she's smarter than the others. But she doesn't know the movies like I do. In the meantime, she's the one in the studios, and you're the one they won't let in. I suppose they don't want to offend their new hire. But who will be remembered 10 years from now? One starlet amongst many, or a great theorist of the cinema? Where is it then anyway, your great theory of the cinema? It's all in my head, Rock. I just have to write it down. A mere detail. Yeah, a slight detail. Let's speak to Gary, shall we? Oh, this is... you? Here? Why do you look so scared? Yes, I'm here. Your friend Gary invited me. It's his way of apologising for sabotaging, with some others, the crazy weekend that Cora promised me. I see. In that case, you should be happy with a night at the Zooty. There isn't a better one in the neighbourhood. Huh. I mean, it's not so bad, but it's kind of tame. I'm looking forward to the after party. I don't think there's any after party planned anywhere. Oh, Rock, you're cute, but you're so dumb. Talk to her again. Oh, it's the same thing. I don't know why it doesn't clear it off. Oops. And here's Rock. This is it. The end of our adventure. This article's really made me a star at the call. Now I get to pick my own topics, wherever I want, whenever I want. The press is twice as hot. We've got wealthy sponsors. It's simple. The California Call has never been in better shape. I could say the same about you, Gary. Lady Luck's been smiling on you. You can say that again. Life's hitting on all 8 for me, and I owe most of it to Schutz. Actually, I offered him a big interview for the Call's next special edition, but he refused. He decided to give a generous donation to the paper instead. And he put us in contact with some personalities who he thought were worthier of being profiled in a newspaper. He's really an incredibly humble man, Rock. An inspiration to us all. Frank's got his taxi driver hat on again. Rock, have a drink with me. I've realised that I never properly thanked you for all your help in the case. You know, Frank, I just did what I felt was right. Ah, well, you did a good job. The more I think about it, the more I figure arresting Schutz would have been a mistake. I'm glad we avoided it. You're preaching to the converted, Frank. I guess everything's going well for you at the FBI, then. Just peachy. The staffing levels have quadrupled, thanks to the doctor who sent us some exceptional quality recruits. Lots of women among them, all gorgeous. The good doctor is a feminist ahead of his time, let me tell you. I'm not sure that's what feminism is. A true visionary, with many fine qualities. I admit I was a little nervous at the beginning, watching the gradual growth of his monopoly on power. But I believe that it was inevitable in the end. There have always been men and women who have sought to control everything from the shadows. So it might as well be a good guy like Schutz who takes on the task. Oh, Frank, you took the words out of my mouth. Mike, it's good to see you at last. What's new with you? I've lost everything. Oh, okay, that's a downer. What's happened, buddy? The FBI has been completely infiltrated by W-series clones. Real bombshells. I'm the department schlub. Just want to disappear. Nunu's the only one who'll still hang round with me. Oh, but you and Nunu, at least you're getting some good cases. The adventures don't stop here. Like hell, I mustn't bother people with my face. I've been relegated to stock taking, the grenade stores. But old habits die hard, and I admit I'm having a hard time keeping the pins in. Well now, buddy, good luck for the future. Thanks, but I don't hold out much hope. Good evening, Linda. I'm glad to see you're still a regular here, and I'm glad to see that you haven't got yourself replaced yet. Replaced? What do you mean? Nothing special. I was just referring to something I'd noticed. People who we used to see all the time have gone AWOL, and new people appear, magnificent, shining like pearls. Maybe you'll be the next one to be forgotten. So, who was right then? Pardon me? I told you that trend would be toward a healthy, beautiful body, and thanks to my wonderful, healthy lifestyle, I'm now part of the elite. What makes you say that? Well, just the other day a girl told me I was fit for the Series A. Not bad, huh? I'm an A. There isn't a better grade in the whole alphabet. That's the spirit guy. It's best you don't know the truth. Oh, Mr. Bailey, welcome back, I suppose. Come on, Raymond. Haven't you missed me, even just a little bit? I haven't had the chance. Considering the number of customers in the same style as you wandering around the club recently, they're all, how should I put it, incredibly attractive, insipid and uninteresting. That's always good to hear. It's the sad truth. People have no depth anymore, no life experience. You'd think some of them were only born 3 months ago. You don't have to tell me. I'm going to leave, I think. Europe is calling to me. Oh, well, Raymond, believe it or not, I'm going to miss you. Thank you. The feeling's not mutual. I don't know what I expected. It's the police, Captain. I don't understand why everyone's celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate. Didn't you enjoy Gary's article, Inspector? Far be it from me to criticise Killian's work. It was a fine story, but it didn't lead to anything solid. The kidnappings have continued. And ever since Kaplan was elected, everyone's talking more about his tailoring than about the things that matter. And if that wasn't enough, we've had more staff cuts. You still got some wins under your belt, Inspector. Petrosian and that Cora woman that we brought you, that counts for something, doesn't it? I'm torn on that subject, Bailey. Petrosian's certainly facing a life sentence. A decision that's kind of harsh, if you ask me. But Cora Leatherfoot's been discharged. What? I don't get it. The whole process was very hinky, and it was all done behind the department's back. Sorry, Bailey. Someone high up must have wanted her out. I see. Wish I could tell you that this is just a rough patch, Inspector, and that things will come right, but I doubt it. That makes 2 of us, Bailey. That makes 2. And then the editor accepted. The catalogue of my exes, a guide to the losers of Los Angeles, will soon be in all good bookstores. Wow, will you give me a signed copy? As many as you want. After all, it was you who inspired me with the idea. Ladies, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Are you having a good time? Maybe you want a little company? You know, we came over here to talk, so why don't you make like a tree and leave? I guess that's another one who wants to be in the next instalment of your Loser's Guide, Debbie. Everything okay? What are you doing on your own, Clark? Is everything okay? Not really, to be honest. But I'm glad you're here. I need your help. What's up, Clark? It seems serious. Don't laugh, please, but I've got the feeling I'm being followed. That's terrible. Is someone threatening you? Oh, no, nothing that dangerous. At least, I don't think. In fact, lots of people have begun stopping in my way in the street. To start with, I thought my tie was on wrong, but it's kept happening, and now they even come and talk to me, to buy drinks, Rock. Really? For you? Like I said, Rock, drinks, telephone numbers. I've even been offered a new job, and they've wiped my parking tickets. And they were all people who looked like they'd stepped out of a magazine. My head's spinning. But that's good news, isn't it? No, Rock, it's terrifying. I don't know how to talk to these people who are expecting me to charm them, and all these privileges they're giving me. How can they be justified? You must know about all of that, so help me. Tell me how to handle the pressure, how to be charming, and how to cope with this imposter syndrome. Sorry, Clark, I'm afraid I never really thought much about it. And unlike you, I've got the feeling I'm becoming more and more invisible. Nights like this are grand. It's good to see the old guard. You, Gary, Mona and the rest. You say that as if it didn't happen anymore. It's just that the clientele has changed recently. Not that I'm complaining, but it's different. Hollywood actors and actresses, crooners from the best jazz clubs, cover girls, even one or two political big shots. It's like the Zooty Slam has become the latest hotspot. Soon you won't let us in anymore. We haven't got to that yet. For now I thought I'd just revamp the menu. I've got to look at the paper. Can I see the paper? An explosive new jazz band. Sunday Love's got her first film role. That's on the front page, is it? What else? Kaplan, the leader we've been waiting for. He's magnificent, and he can't do worse than Kingerly. Why? What did Kingerly do wrong? Oh, you know, stuff, and everyone said he was useless. Anyway, what's next? Sunday Love, her first role. It's true that Miss Love has landed her first big movie role. She's doing well. I suppose that's why she hasn't called me. Her work must be keeping her very busy. It's nothing to do with me, is it? You should have made the most of all the women who wanted you while they did. I guess we can't talk to anyone else. It's the same stuff as before. So I guess that's just the end. Can we leave? No. All exits are final. Do you wish to return to the main menu? Yes. Well, we got there. Thank you for watching To Hell with the Ugly, and I hope to see you in another video.